I now hand over the proceedings to Ritu Mehta, Tanla Platforms Limited.
Hello everyone, I am Ritu Mehta and I lead investor relations for Tanla Platforms. I hope you and your families are safe and healthy. On behalf of everyone at Tanla, we welcome you to Annual Shareholders Meet 2021. Joining with us today is Uday Kumar Reddy, our Chairman and CEO, our esteemed board of directors, auditors, consultants and the management team. Our Chairman and CEO will share perspective on business imperatives and strategy made by after his opening remarks, we will be happy to engage with the shareholders and address their questions. Before I hand it over to Shesha Anuradha Chava, our Company Secretary and General Counsel, let me draw your attention to the fact that this discussion might contain statements that are forward-looking in nature. Statements of historical facts could be deemed as forward-looking in nature. Such statements inherently are subject to risk and uncertainties, some of which cannot be predicted or quantified. In order to provide more transparency and help you understand business better, we are providing indicative data around the market and a relative share which has been arrived based on internal analysis. This must not be seen as positioning statement of the company, and one should not rely on disclosures for their assessment of the market size. This event is being webcasted and can be viewed live from our website. Now to Anuradha.
Namaste. I, Sesha Anuradha Chava, Secretary and General Counsel of Tanla Platforms Limited, extend a very warm welcome to the annual general meeting for 2021. We are joined by our shareholders, directors, auditors, consultants, and the colleagues who have joined us from various locations. This meeting is being conducted through video conferencing and other audio links in compliance with the MCS circulars and applicable provisions of the Companies Act and SEBI listing regulations. All members attending the AGM will be kept on mute. Members attending the AGM through video conferencing and other audio-visual means shall be counted for the purpose of reckoning the quorum under Section 103 of the Companies Act. As this AGM is being held through video conferencing and other audio-visual means, the facility for appointment of proxy is not applicable, and hence the register of proxies is not available for inspection of shareholders. In compliance with the Companies Act, SEBI listing regulations and other applicable regulations, the company has provided e-voting facility to the shareholders to cast their vote on the agenda items mentioned in the AGM notice. The e-voting platform is provided by NSDL. As per the applicable regulations, the vote was available for 3 days and ended on September 23, 2021. Members who have not casted their vote and are participating in the AGM may use the vote button on the screen to cast his or her vote. This facility shall be available through the AGM and for 15 minutes after the AGM. We have appointed Ms. Madhu Laklan, Practicing Company Secretary, as the scrutinizer to ensure that the e-voting process is conducted in a fair and transparent manner. Shareholders who have registered as speakers shall be unmuted during the Q&A session to be able to ask a question or express a view. Shareholders who have not registered as speakers but intend to ask a question or express a view may type their question or express a view in the Communicate tab on the screen. These questions will be responded to during the Q&A session. Members may note that there is no voting by show of hands. Shareholders facing any technical issue with logging into the meeting can call the helpline numbers mentioned in the AGM notice. With the permission of the Chair, the quorum being present, may I now declare the meeting, sir, with your permission.
Yes, Anuradha, please go ahead. Yes.
Yes. I now hand over the floor to Mr. Uday Reddy, our Chairman, to conduct the next proceedings. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Very warm welcome to our annual shareholders meeting for 2021. Present, I call the meeting to order. We are joined by our board of directors, auditors, and our consultants. I request the board of directors, auditors, and the consultants to introduce themselves now.
Thank you, Uday. My name is Amrita Gangotra, and I'm an independent board director on Tanla. I'm also a member of NRC, Stakeholder Relationship Risk Management Committees. With my technology background, I have been keenly watching with pride the evolution of the technology platforms like TrueBlock and Wisely. These are based on cutting edge technologies like blockchain. Tanla has been focusing a lot on innovation solutions as they evolve these platforms. They've been building and strengthening the in house engineering teams to ensure that Tanla remains ahead of the curve in the CPaaS industry. Not only that, they recognize the strength of developing partnerships with technology companies and therefore work with companies like Microsoft. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am Sanjay Baveja. I'm the independent director of the company and also the chairman of the audit committee. I've been associated with Tanla now for 2 years, and I must say that I'm really pleased to be part of the group. Here, our first focus from the board and the audit committee has been on corporate governance, and I think that's been the continuous theme for all of us. But I must say also that I have seen a considerable improvement in processes and systems, and also the company has been very proactive in adopting any policy changes which are put forth by the authorities. Also, the company is always looking at partnering the best-in-class global advisors, and that the names you just heard, some of them. I look forward to contributing towards the growth of the company in any which way that I can. Thank you.
Good afternoon, share owners. My name is Rahul Khanna. I'm an independent director on the Tanla board. I'm also the chairman of the ESG and CSR committee and a member of the stakeholders and audit committee. As part of our ESG initiative, we would like to target carbon neutrality by 2025, aim to provide a fair and equitable workplace, and benchmark ourselves against the best-in-class corporate governance standards. On the CSR front, we are working closely with government high school students to provide the required support systems needed in rural areas for education and schooling of children. This will help in improving the quality of workforce and reducing inequality. Thank you for your confidence and hope you enjoy the meeting.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rohit Bhasin. I am an independent director on the board of your company. I chair the Nomination and Remuneration Committee, and I am also a member on the Audit Committee. All members of the NRC have a high degree of engagement with the management team, and through this process, several initiatives have been taken, including the Restricted Stock Unit 2021 plan, which are geared to drive a high-performance culture within Tanla in a fair and equitable and transparent manner. I would like to take this opportunity to commend Uday and his team for the care and support that had been shown to all Tanla employees during the worst stages of the COVID pandemic. As an independent director in the last 2 years, I have seen the endeavors the company has been making to try and achieve excellence in many spheres. The successful commercialization of innovations such as Wisely and TrueBlock, and the true integration of the Gamoga and the Carix acquisitions are two examples of note. Thank you, and I wish you all a very good meeting.
Hi, good afternoon. This is AG Ravindranatha Reddy. I'm acting as a non-executive director, and I'm also chairman on the Risk Management Committee and also member of CSG and CSR committees, along with the Stakeholder Relations Committee. In fact, I'm associated with Tanla for over 2 decades, and I have seen the company growing rapid pace, and have not only seen the growth of top line and bottom line, but there's a lot of emphasis is given on the strengthening on the processes and systems, and we are especially focusing on the risk management, which is very, very critical for any company's growth. So we focus more, we deliberate more on risk management and the probable possibilities to plug in, so that the company will be sailing on a smooth turf. So with these things, I'm happy to associate with the board of directors, eminent board of directors who are all there. Under dynamic leadership of Uday Kumar Reddy, I think your company is poised for a higher growth. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sanjay Kapoor. I'm a non-executive director with the company. I chair the stakeholders committee and am also a member of a couple of other committees. I will use a very simple form of structure, conduct, and behavior to give you my two-bit on the company. Very precisely, we have created a high-performing board in the company with diverse membership. We have been able to create a management structure with enhanced capabilities and from a cross section of relevant people who can grow this company, and also partnerships that can take this company forward. And finally, a unified management structure post to acquisitions that we made to make sure that we perform like a company that does well both organically and inorganically. On the conduct side, we have the highest standard of corporate governance. We are completely analytics and data based to make informed decisions and reviews. And finally, we are a company that can innovate products and services to create an edge for our customers. Going down to the behavior side, our business performance on all possible business metrics has really done well compared to any competitor in the marketplace. Our inorganic endeavors have resulted in 1 + 1 equivalent to 3. And our growth is not just a simple P&L and balance sheet growth, but it's a balanced growth which emphasizes on ESG as well, which takes care of green energy, gender diversity, and also corporate governance formats, and enabling the society to grow with us. You're in great hands, and I think the company is on right track.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Deepak Goyal, Executive Director and designated as Chief Business Officer at Tanla. I'm also a part of Risk Management Committee. Now I hand it over to our CFO, Arvind Vishwanathan.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. This is Arvind. I'm joining from our office in Hyderabad and very happy to be here. I joined the company in April of this year and I've had a fabulous experience so far. Look forward to interacting with all the shareholders as part of the AGM. I will now hand it over to Amit Agarwal from MSK and Associates, our statutory auditor.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I am Amit Kumar Agarwal, partner with MSK and Associates, statutory auditors of Tanla Solutions. We have issued our audit opinion on the financial statements, including the opinion on internal financial controls, which is an unqualified opinion dated May 19, 2021. Thank you. Hand it over to Abhinav.
Very good afternoon to all of you. My name is Abhinav Shrivastava. I am a partner with BDO in India and specializing in the area of indirect taxes. We are the GST auditors for Tanla Group, and as auditors, we review the status of their GST compliances, processes, and documentation on a monthly basis. As far as GST management is concerned, the group has adopted best practices, whether it's pertaining to documentation or return filing, or even following up with the vendors and customers to ensure that the company gets credits and refunds in an efficient manner. Also, the focus has been on digitization of GST compliances and through deployment of various IT tools. Thanks for your time, and handing over to Vishal.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Vishal Shah, a partner with Deloitte, and we are the internal auditors for Tanla Platforms Limited. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Purushothaman. I'm a partner with KPMG in India. I'm also the telecom sector lead for KPMG in India. We have been partnering with Tanla Platforms to drive multiple initiatives within Tanla for products, finance, technology, and operations in the past 3 years. We have, in the last few years, seen the organization focused in driving transformational changes in processes and technology. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Pradeep Narayanan. I'm a partner with BSR and Company LLP. We've been associated with Tanla in terms of review of their corporate secretarial compliances for the last 1.5 years, and our experience working with them, particularly Anuradha and her team, has been enriching. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I am Amit Jain, Director with KPMG. We have been associated with Tanla and its subsidiaries for over 4 years. We have been assisting them in areas of continuous process improvement, data analytics, and other consulting initiatives. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Prashant Singhal. I'm a partner with SR Bartley and Associates and also lead the technology, media and telecoms practice for EY within the emerging markets. We've been associated with Tanla over the last couple of years, and we are helping Tanla to modernize their ERP and CRM solution. The journey has already started. It's already gone fairly advanced. Certain go lives which have already happened. This would help Tanla in improving productivity and also customer experience, as well as bring a lot of efficiencies within the organization. Thank you.
Over to you, sir. May we request you to address the shareholders?
Okay, thank you, Anuradha. Thank you. Dear shareholders, a very warm welcome to all of you. I'm delighted to speaking with you live today from our Hyderabad corporate office. Let's take a moment to send our heartfelt wishes to all our near and dear ones. We look forward to better days ahead. We had a stellar year. We used to be our nurturing talent, obsession with customer success, constantly investing in platform, maintaining financial discipline, and constantly improving governance while lifting up the communities. Let me first talk about our employees. The single largest investment we have made for nearly 2 decades, and in fact, around 5% of Tanla stock is owned by our teams. Our employee engagement scores are soaring, and they're really happy and proud to be part of Tanla. Basically, our team is just fired up to be the fastest growing CPaaS company at a scale in the world. We added 250 new hires in blockchain, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and cryptography technologies. In terms of Tanla growth trajectory, we have built an unprecedented organic innovation engine. I'm extremely happy to share that we're building 2,000 square feet innovation and experience center in Hyderabad to be operational in Q4 of this year. The center will allow us to develop and showcase our cutting-edge technologies and platform to our customers and partners. I look forward to showcasing the center to Sabal. Let me talk about our customers now. For a SaaS or a CPaaS company, the industry attracts 2 key metrics: the customer's growth and customer's retention, which will result in customer lifetime value. Let me now share more key metrics, which are by far the benchmark in CPaaS industry. We are humbled to be serving leading brands across industry for around a decade. To name a few: HDFC Bank, State Bank of India, ICICI Bank, Axis, Government of India, Google, and Facebook. Some of the marquee new age brands such as Flipkart, Freecharge, Razorpay, White Hat Junior are also our customers. Our customers with annual revenue greater than 1 crore have grown 31% in the past 4 years. More than 60% of our current revenue comes from customers who are using our platform for more than 5 years. And our customer retention is very high. In fact, we have never lost a single large customer in last 1 decade. Ladies and gentlemen, from a company with an outstanding track record of commercializing platform at a scale. We are humbled with our TrueBlock platform being the largest blockchain use case process. One a new bar every month. As is our one platform strategy launched with partnership with Microsoft. We witnessed a significant traction in India. One of the largest consulting firms in the world is working with us on Wisely strategy to serve our global markets, and we are expected to launch Wisely in Q4 of this year. We are not here to rip and replace legacy vendors. In fact, we are lowering the competitive friction with a partnership approach. I've been personally driving partnership program I'm happy to share that we will soon announce 2 significant partnerships in Easily platform. You heard me speak about people, customers, platforms, and partnerships. What does it really mean to all of us as shareholders? Tanla is undisputed CPaaS market leader with a 42% revenue market share, and we are very excited about it. The existing market is expected to grow by 15% annually, and the entry of new age companies in the areas of adtech, fintech, and gaming will also add to market growth by more than 5%. Trubloq, our DLT platform, has multiple use cases in India going forward, which will add sizable market opportunity for us. We also see opportunities in conversation platform and OTT channel, which will further expand market. In fact, one of the partnerships I talked about earlier will help us become a leading player in India in conversation platform channels. Tanla is arguably among the top 5 global CPaaS companies. We are ahead of large global CPaaS players like Twilio and RingCentral on efficiency and return metrics, with an exception of gross margin percentage. Our one platform strategy with Wisely and global expansion shall help us bridge the gap on gross margin over a period. Tanla stock is owned by marquee investors like Capital, Vanguard, MIT, SBI Life. And it is also important to note that Tanla stock is owned by more than 77,000 retail investors. While we don't run the company worrying about stock price in the short run, in the long run, our stock price is measure of progress we have made over the last 2 decades. Tanla stock was the best performing stock in India. We also recognize the fact that we need to aggressively engage with the investors community going forward. You heard of board members, auditors, and consulting partners. Governance has been our utmost important to us, and we continue to strengthen going forward. Our governance chapter enables us to contribute to the community. We have formed an ESG council and have a dedicated team to drive ESG mandate. We have formed a Tanla Foundation to serve the cause. To summarize, adherence to these guiding principles allow us to drive good organic growth and our capital allocation efficiently, including dividends and stock buybacks, as consistently demonstrated over past 2 years. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your trust in Tanla. I'm looking forward to taking your questions along with Deepak, Arvind, and Anuradha. I now moderate the Q&A session.
Thank you very much. We now begin the question and answer session. Our first question is from speaker shareholder Milind Karmarkar. Please proceed with the question.
Well, congratulations to Mr. Uday Reddy and the Tanla team for an excellent performance. And I was really pleased to also listen to most of the independent directors who clearly laid emphasis on corporate governance and processes. So congratulations, and also congratulations to the independent directors that they are focusing on corporate governance. Tanla has come a long way in the last 2 years, and the growth, at least for the last 2 years, has been driven not only by Tanla's own business, but also by acquisition of Karix as well as Gamooga. So my first question was that with 75% volume market share in ILD, 45% in NLD, and 62% in DLT, going forward, what would be the key growth drivers for Tanla? That was my first question. My second question was that how do you see the adoption of Trubloq and Wisely in the coming years, both in the Indian market as well as the international markets? Though I do agree that part of the question has already been answered by Mr. Reddy, but nevertheless, if you could elaborate on that. And the third question was that with the kind of business growth the company is showing, company is obviously generating a lot of free cash flow. So, and it will continue to generate probably on a regular basis. So what would be the company's strategy for effective utilization of this cash? That was my third question. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and all the best for future. Thank you.
Deepak, would you like to take that?
Yeah, so I will take the first two questions, and maybe third one I'll pass it on to Uday and Arvind. So first of all, about our growth drivers for our business. See, we continue to be very excited about our Indian market, right? Though, as you said, we have about 45% market share in NLD. And other than that, there is a huge opportunity in front of us, for the international expansion and international markets. So if I elaborate further, we can have, we can put it in four, points. So there are four key drivers, I would say, for our growth, how we see it. So the first one is organic growth. So just to tell you, our industry is been growing by about 20% on year-on-year basis, right? And out of this 20%, if I further bifurcate, I would say 15% growth is coming in from from the existing customers and customers who have already adopted the services. And about 4 to 5% growth is coming from new entrants, so new age companies or startups, could be fintech companies. You can see a lot of gaming companies coming up now. Then there are edtech companies. There are so many of them. And if you, now you further deep dive when I talk about 15% growth from our existing customers, so it is definitely more than our GDP growth. And why is that? Because the digital adoption is growing much faster than our GDP growth. So now, if I have to tell you, so one, we are present in almost all the verticals. Our business is very well diversified. And if you look at BFSI sector, so if any bank who's my customer, if they grow, we will grow. If their number of transactions go up, our number of transactions also go up. Similarly, you look at e-commerce. We have a huge market share in e-commerce market. So if any of e-commerce giants or e-commerce companies, if their number of transactions go up, their sales go up, our business go up. Similarly, we are present in Government of India. We have huge presence in PTH. We are present in FMCG brands. Some of them names Uday just mentioned, but just to add some more, we provide. I mean, Asian Paint is our customer. HUL is our customer. We have Colgate Palmolive is our customer. So these are all our customers, and this why we are. There's a 15% growth is expected from these a segment, and then another 5% from a new customer, as I said. Then the second one is we continuously look at increasing our wallet share at existing customers of ours. And so what does that mean? So if you look at it, most of the customers have more than one providers, and we command more than 50% wallet share and on an average across our customer base. And with the new products coming in, with the kind of innovations we are doing, let's say for example Wisely, as Uday mentioned some time back, we see a huge opportunity in increasing our wallet share with our existing customers, because we provide additional features which no one has in the globally, and with those features and with those value additions, we are bound to get additional share from our existing customers. Then the third one is new channels what we are adding. So this you must be hearing about conversational messaging now. So the world, so there would be maybe a 10 or 15% of the market would be would get added through conversational messaging business. And for that, there are a lot of new channels which are coming in. One channel you all know, that's WhatsApp, and you would see multiple channels are getting added, and we will all be integrating these channels on our platform, and we will be providing conversational messaging experience to our customers so that they can have a two-way communication, or they are having in fact two-way communication with their end customers. And the fourth driver is, international expansion. So we are building a very strong foundation for our, international business. And you would see that a lot of growth would be coming from our international, businesses. And one thing which I just missed out is, as you must have seen, quarter on quarter, we are adding a lot of new customers, a lot of new logos. As I said, there's a 5% growth is coming in from the new entrants, and in that, even our share is bigger than the overall growth. So, as Uday mentioned, our customers have in last 4 years have grown more than 31% of CAGR, whereas we see a growth of 20% in the market. So this is what has been our track record, that we tend to grow more than the market, and that's what we expect to do in, going forward also.
Okay.
And to answer to your second question, that is how Trubloq and Wisely adoption is happening. So, and what is the way forward? So, Trubloq is a phenomenal success. We all know it. In last 1 year, we have seen more than 270 billion transactions going through our Trubloq platform. It's the world's largest blockchain use case. And we have already more than 50,000 entities. When I say entities, are the enterprise customers whom we serve. They're already registered on Trubloq. Going forward basis, as market grows, definitely Trubloq, the revenues from Trubloq would also grow organically. That is one. Additionally, we are seeing additional use cases opening up on Trubloq. So, for example, consent management. So we see a huge potential on consent management, in the coming months and years. As of now, Trubloq is only on SMS, but we see voice also getting added on Trubloq. So there's going to be voice based, revenue. There's going to be consent management. There's going to be complaint management. So that's what we see in India. When you talk about internationally, as you know, we have already, we are the final stages of deployment of our Trubloq in UAE with Du and Etisalat as the two operators. And we see a huge opportunity especially in the Middle East markets, in the MENA region, where these geography is highly, I would say, impressed with the Indian regulation, with the TRA regulation of DLT, and how we are working towards controlling the spam. And we see that these markets also would deploy or would come up with such regulations the way UAE has adopted. And we see a huge potential for Trubloq there.
Okay.
And now, if you talk about Wisely, so Wisely, we have launched it in India. We launched it in January. I would say the response is phenomenal, and I tell you why. See, Wisely provides, you can say, a highway where you are absolutely protected, you are absolutely secure. Okay, so let me put it this way. Just to tell you, globally, whatever communication happens through CPaaS platforms across the world, it is not secured, it is not encrypted, and your data is not private as we speak today, right? With Wisely, we provide data encryption. We provide complete security of your data, and your data is going to remain private. What does it mean for you? If your communication is originating from, let's say, your bank, if you're banking with any bank, and it's landing on your mobile phone, so either bank should know about it or you should know about it, no one else. That should be the expectation. But let me tell you, that is not the case today. And that's why we see a lot of frauds happening, where OTPs are getting hacked and private data is getting leaked. So Wisely provides a complete protection from all this. And on top of it, it also provides single source of truth. So that is, so it's a global product. It's for the global markets, including India. And we see a huge potential. as I was talking about India, we have already started deploying Wisely at different verticals, different customers, and we are seeing a good amount of we are seeing a lot of excitement around Wisely. Uday, maybe you would like to answer that.
Yeah, Arvind. Yeah, Arvind.
Sure. Yeah, I can take that, Milind, in terms of usage of cash. So you're absolutely right. We are tremendously focused on cash flows. Our business model is structured in a manner where, we are a very cash flow generating organization, right? So last year, if you look at it, we generated about 560 crores of operating cash flow and about 530 crores of free cash flow. So it's a business model that is designed towards cash flow generation, and we are very focused as an organization. So having generated the cash, to your next question in terms of how do we utilize it, clearly 3-4 priorities, Milind. One is to look on for bolt-on acquisitions that we've talked about in the past, which would complement our platforms, particularly in Wisely. 2 is in terms of global expansion. There is definitely, some amount of investments we will make along those lines. 3rd will be in terms of the platform itself, because, we are a very innovation focused company. Uday talked about it, right? We are a platform company, right? So there will be a certain amount of investment. And I think we have a track record, Milind, of returning cash to shareholders in a disciplined manner. So that is also something that we've been doing. So between these 4, I would say this is how we are looking at our cash at this point of time.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We move to our next question. That is from the line of Redappa Gunluru. Please proceed with your question.
Thank you, moderator. Thank you. Mr. Executive Director, Chairperson and CEO, Mr. D. Uday Kumar Reddy Garu, and AG Ravindra Reddy Garu, and other directors of the video conference, and my fellow shareholders. Good evening, sir. Namaste. My name is Redappa Gunluru. I'm from Hyderabad, sir. Sir, as a shareholder, we are very happy and proud about the company performance of 2021, sir. Mr. Chairman, thank you for information and presentation, detailed AGM report you have given us, sir. Excellent speech by you, sir, Chairman, sir, to you, sir. Sir, fantastic annual report, sir. I have seen my annual report. It was very good, fantastic, sir. Thank you for this annual report. Sir, in 2019-18 physical AGMs, earlier 2015, what we have wished and expected that years back, that has become reality now. So we have 100% faith on you, sir. It was very delightful and wonderful experience. Very nice memories that in the AGM, sir. Especially, sir, see this memory, sir. Tanla, 2015, sir.
Yeah.
This also with Barisha and me and with Chawda Garu. It's a memorable, sir, the way of conducting the AGM, sir. It was very energetic and passionately you are doing, Vijay Garu, sir. Uday Kumar Reddy Garu. Thank you so much, sir. You were passionate towards our company development, sir. And also, sir, welcoming Arvind Vishwanath, sir. My board is very strong now, sir. Wish all the best, Arvind, sir. And corporate governance point of view, sir, excellent world-class governance are providing, sir, like legal integrity, transparency, fairness under Uday Kumar Reddy Garu leadership, as well as and Anuradha company secretary leadership. We are this corporate governance is very wonderful, sir. So I would like to congratulate our chairman board for the good shareholders returns, sir. Last 2 years, I must say 3 years, consistent returns toward the last 3 years, sir. Thank you so much, sir. You have given very good returns to the shareholders, minority, especially I am minority shareholders like me, like us, sir. Sir, financial point of view, sir, congratulations for crossed milestones of this revenue milestones, sir. 2,000 crore in financial 21 and delivering strong growth best class margin and free cash flow profiles are 100 crores quarterly revenue are crossed, sir. This is a milestone, sir. I am congratulating and giving, sir, applause. Sir, congratulations for this given communication powered by digital communication in this corona pandemic. We are the world's largest vaccination drive by converting the vaccination to the vaccinators, sir. It's a wonderful achievement, sir. Congratulations, sir.
Ritu, are you there?
Yeah.
You're not audible, Mr. Gunduru.
I think he's frozen, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Let's move on. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll proceed with our next question, which is an audio question from the line of Gautam Sabharwal. Gautam Sabharwal has registered, however, he's not joined the meeting. So we will proceed with our next speaker shareholder, Suresh Chand Jain. Please unmute your audio and video and proceed with the question. Mr. Jain, please unmute your line and proceed with the question, sir. In the meanwhile, while we check the line for Mr. Jain, we will move to our next speaker shareholder, which is an audio question from the line of Shrikant Jawar. Please proceed with the question, Shrikant.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, go ahead.
Hello. नमस्ते सर, मेरा नाम श्रीकांत जवाहर है। वन ऑफ द कंपनी शेयर होल्डर जो सेकंड ईयर में कोविड में अपना मीटिंग अटेंड करने का मौका मिला है सर, और गॉड ऑफ दैट को धन्यवाद देता हूँ। एशिया रेड्डी साहब, उदय रेड्डी साहब को और कंपनी सेक्रेटरी और धन्यवाद देता हूँ सर। सबसे पहले फर्स्ट डायरेक्टर को सिल्वर जुबली की बधाई देता हूँ। 25
sorry to interrupt. Can I please request you to keep the mouthpiece a little away and then try speaking, because there's a lot of disturbance, airy disturbance when you're speaking.
आवाज आ रहा है सर मेरा?
हाँ सर, आ रहा है, पर थोड़ा सा अपना स्पीकर को थोड़ा सा दूर रखिए सर। थैंक यू।
सर मेरा नाम श्रीकांत है, मैं कंपनी का शेयर होल्डर हूँ, और सबसे बड़ा डायरेक्टर विजय कुमार साहब, एशिया रेड्डी साहब और ऑल इंडिपेंडेंट डायरेक्टर धन्यवाद देता हूँ। जो अपना 25वीं जुबली है, जो धन्यवाद कुमार रेड्डी साहब ने मेहनत करने के बाद हमें किया है सर।
Yes, sir. We'll check the line for Mr.
Hello.
Jawar as well.
Yeah,
And
let's
in the
move on,
meanwhile, we'll proceed with our next question. That is from the line of Amit Mishra. Amit Mishra, please go ahead with the question.
Hi, everyone. Good day. My name is Amit Mishra. I'm based in South Korea. Been a long-term shareholder of Tanla. So thanks for giving me this opportunity. And first, I would like to pass my congratulations to whole team and the board, all Tanlites, for delivering this momentous FY21 in all metrics, actually. So for today, I have two topics to discuss for management to give their views. Firstly, I would like to ask on our one platform strategy for the cloud communication suite. So I just want to understand the vision behind it, and if you can explain in some detail, particularly how having all the products we have had under one platform enhances our competitiveness over peers, both in India and globally. Now you have announced that Wisely will be launched globally in Q4, so it makes it even more relevant to understand. And secondly, I would like to hear management on its long-term vision plans for Gamuga and Tanla Digital Lab, and the new R&D center you are opening. So the context for this is, we are in cloud communication space, and we have huge space to grow in this space. We have great runway ahead of us, but I assume that management is open to explore other strategic areas which complements our strength to create more growth opportunities. So, for example, like our teams in Gamuga and the digital labs and the new upcoming R&D center will be working a lot on high-tech stuff. Gamuga already doing high-tech customer data and behavior analytics, all based on data analytics. With all AI, ML, and these are at a scale. Basically, all the platforms are dealing with huge scale. So I was wondering if management sees any scope of leveraging these to diversify in future into areas like data management, something like what Segment is doing with Twilio. But okay, Segment with Twilio is doing some hyper personalization thing, but they have other offerings as well separately, or into the mobile ed tech. This is just like what FL is doing. So I wanted to hear just ideas. I know you can't share all the strategies, but I want to see the long-term vision what management has. That's it from my side.
Okay, thanks, Amit. Thanks, Amit, joining from South Korea. So nice of you. A couple of things, right? So one is Gamuga is basically into artificial intelligence and machine learning. Ever since we acquired Gamuga, the promoter Kishore is pretty active in AI and ML building capabilities, and in fact, we do use AI and ML capabilities in each and every one of our products. So that's where, and Gamuga as a company, so as a product, is tightly integrated with most of our products and mainly with Wisely. That's number one to start with. Number two is, so why Wisely? That's your question, right? So what is the relevance of Wisely, both for Indian customers as well as global customers? Like, if you look at Indian customers or global customers, what happens is, for bank, e-commerce, the government or any fintech, any company, like, they normally engage with their users through different channels, whether it could be SMS, email, push notification, WhatsApp, RCS, and so on and so forth. Like, okay, so each and every channel has got different vendors. Think about a bank where they have to use different deal with the different channels and the different vendors. Okay, that's where the Wisely comes into the picture. In other words, with one single API and all channels and many suppliers. That's it. Okay, so assuming one of the banks integrate with the Wisely platform, that means with one API, they have access to all the channels and all the suppliers. Okay, right? So that's the beauty of Wisely. Okay, so they don't need to talk to 7 channels or probably 10 vendors. So it is going to be one platform, and which is pretty secure, as Deepak explained earlier. So that's the beauty of Wisely. Okay, so it's difficult to explain in 1 or 2 minutes, but in a nutshell, that's what it all is about.
Yeah, how it differentiate with the competition? This is just that's also one of the questions.
So Amit, like, as in today, we don't have any competition for Wisely, not only in India but globally. There is no such product globally. So it's a greenfield opportunity for us. So that's the reason, like, we have a platform strategy. So we have seen a massive traction in India. So we are launching in the global market in Q4 of this year. Let's hope for best. Let's hope for best.
This is great news. Yeah. Thanks for that. And for the second question, like long-term vision for Gamuga and diversification from cloud communication. If any plans, or are you open for this, or you completely closed something?
So couple of questions. One is, like, definitely Gamuga will be part of our firm. Wisely is the one which is going to manage. The Gamuga is the one which is going to manage our AI and ML capabilities for Wisely. So when any our potential customer integrate with Wisely, they also have access to Wisely capabilities, right? So in terms of, are we trying to expand outside communication? We see a massive opportunity within cloud communication, and there is no reason for us to spread too thin. We would like to remain focused on CPaaS as we speak. But having said that, we have built a massive competency in and around blockchain. We are getting a lot of inquiries, not necessarily in CPaaS, but in other spaces. But we don't want to really lose our focus from CPaaS, because that's where we see a lot of opportunity. But for time being, we would like to remain focused on CPaaS.
I understand. I think it's good. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Amit. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker shareholder is Gautam Sabharwal on audio question. Please proceed with your question, Gautam.
Hi, Uday, Deepak, and everybody on the team. Firstly, congratulations for a great year. exceeded yourselves. Secondly, I just wanted to, while the share performance has been excellent last year, I just wanted to point out that, amongst your listed peers, there seems to be a large valuation gap, both internationally as well as domestically. They seem to be trading at much higher multiples compared to Tanla. So my question really is, what is the company's strategy to address that gap?
First, thank you, Gautam, to come on call. Yes, in fact, in the sense we are trading at 30 multiples trailing 12 months. Whereas our competitors are trading more than 70, 80 times. Though, as I told you, we don't really worry about the short-term share price. We have to work towards long-term share price. Arvind has joined probably 4 to 5 months ago. Ritu has joined as Investor Relation Officer, and we are going to aggressively engage with our investor community, both in India and outside India. So I think, we have seen that there is a lot of opportunity for us to address that gap. We see the opportunities, and we are working towards that, Gautam.
That's great. Good to hear. Being the market leader in India, you guys definitely should be trading closer to the international leaders in the space.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Gautam.
Anyway,
thank you.
Again, all the best to the team. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Gautam.
Thank you. We have a next speaker shareholder, Suresh Chand Jain. Please proceed with the question.
हेलो आवाज आ रहा है सर?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
आदरणीय चेयरमैन सर, उपस्थित सभी डायरेक्टरगण और शेयरहोल्डर साथियों, सर सर्वप्रथम मैं सिल्वर जुबली की शुभकामनाएं बधाई देता हूं। और चेयरमैन साहब उदय कुमार जी, आपने इस कंपनी के अंदर हमारे को शेयर होल्डरों को बहुत उदय कर दिया है। इसके लिए मैं आपको तथा आपके टीम को मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं। आपने कार्य बहुत कुशलता से किया है और शेयर होल्डरों को बहुत सी फायदा पहुंचाने की कोशिश की है। इसके लिए मैं फिर से एक बार धन्यवाद देता हूं। और सर मैं यही चाहूंगा, मैं ज्यादा कुछ नहीं बोलते हुए मैं बस भगवान से ये प्रार्थना करता हूं, आप दिन दुनी रात चौगनी तरक्की करते हुए मंजिल को पार करें। और सर इसके साथ में कमल किशोर जी भी बात कर रहे हैं। 1 मिनट सर। हेलो चेयरमैन कर रहा है? हेलो
Yes, आवाज आ रही है सर, we can hear you, sir.
हेलो चेयरमैन सर, ऑल डायरेक्टर्स को मेरा नाम कमल किशोर है। मेरा लिंक में बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है सर। नेक्स्ट ईयर ये है ना, कोरोना क्या है मत दीजिए, कार्वी को दीजिए। कार्वी का बहुत अच्छा सर्विस है, कभी भी कोई कंपनी में प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता। इनका बहुत प्रॉब्लम है, वेरी वेरी प्रॉब्लम। और सर आपने चेयरमैन अच्छा दिए और हमारे सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट में बहुत अच्छा काम करे। कभी भी कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम है तो हमारे को बता देते हैं, कभी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। और आप छोटे लोगों को साहब सपने में नहीं सोचे हम 1000 रुपए का रेट देखेंगे बोल के। रियल बोल रहा हूँ मैं तो नहीं देखा 1000 रुपए होगा बोल के। और 1000 होने के बाद भी 850 और आपने बाईबैक 1250 का रखे तो कितना हमारे को और फुल कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया कंपनी में कि आगे कंपनी का और वर्थ बहुत अच्छा रहेगा। उदय कुमार जी, मैं इस कंपनी में आप जब कंपनी खरीद के जब नाम चेंज करके करे, मैं जब से इस कंपनी में शेयर होल्डर हूँ। आप और AGR रविंद्र रेड्डी साहब जब से है और आप मुझे जानते हैं, रविंद्र रेड्डी साहब भी इस कंपनी में बहुत अच्छा काम करके डायरेक्टर करके हमारे को बहुत कभी भी कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हुआ तो साहब भी बताते हैं। और मैं चाहता हूं सर एवरी ईयर ऐसी वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस लगे। थैंक यू।
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, yeah.
Our next speaker shareholder is Praful Chavra. Please proceed with the question, Praful. Sir, your audio and video is
Hello?
loud. Yeah, we can hear you now.
आ रहा सर, आवाज आ रही है सर? थैंक यू, धन्यवाद। चेयरमैन सर, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर, मेरे साथी शोल्डर्स, फर्स्ट तो चेयरमैन सर को सिल्वर जुबिली ईयर की बहुत बहुत शुभकामना देता हूं। और हर एक कंपनी के शेयरहोल्डर चाहते हैं कि सिल्वर जुबिली में बोनस मिले, हैंडसम डिविडेंड मिले। और आपने तो जो शेयर मार्केट में शेयर का जो मिला है हमको, तो छप्पर फाड़ के मिल गया है। इसलिए शेयरहोल्डर को कोई पूछने का राइट ही नहीं है कि आप सिल्वर जुबिली में बोनस दियो या हैंडसम डिविडेंड दियो। धन्यवाद सर, आपने बहुत हार्ड वर्क किया है और आप मुझे अच्छी तरह पहचानते हैं कि मैं कितना पुराना शेयरहोल्डर हूँ आपके साथ। आप हर एक मीटिंग अटेंड किया हूँ, तो आपका जो हार्ड वर्क है वो भगवान ने देखा और आपने सही तरीके से बिजनेस का मौका मिला और आज बिजनेस अपना अच्छा है, तो इसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। सर, खासतौर पे ये बात भी कहना का है कि आपने चेयरमैन स्पीच बहुत अच्छा दिया सर। चेयरमैन स्पीच में बिजनेस के बारे में इतना नॉलेज मिला है, इसके वाला हर एक डायरेक्टर्स भी जो छोटा छोटा स्पीच दिया, इससे भी ये बहुत जानकारी मिली। और कंपनी का एजीएम रिपोर्ट का फर्स्ट पेज में एक ही बात बता रहे, विनिंग पोस्ट सर, बेस्ट सर। फर्स्ट पेज जो आपने दिया है, फ्रंट पेज विनिंग पोस्ट सर, बहुत अपनी टीम ने हार्डवर्क किया होगा कौन सा पेज लगाना, इसके लिए मेरे ख्याल से 2-3 महीने लगा दिए होंगे। तो फर्स्ट पेज कैसा देना, और सही जगह पे आपने पोस्ट लगाया, इसके लिए पूरी टीम को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ सर। CSR में बहुत कुछ काम हो रहा है कि बोले अपने पास पैसे आ रहा है तो अपने को CSR में काम करना ही पड़ेगा। पर मेरा एक सजेशन है सर, CSR में रिटायर आर्मी मैन को जॉब देने की कोशिश करे और जो शहीद हुए जवान है उसके फैमिली को सपोर्ट करे। और सर, खास तौर पे जो ओलंपिक गेम खेलने को जाते हैं, जाके ISO है, उसको सपोर्ट करे सर, इसको हेल्प करे। जो लोग मेडल जीत के आए सो बहुत गरीब लोग हैं, तो भी मेहनत करके भारत का नाम रोशन कर दिया। जैसे तांडला ने भी आज इंडिया का नाम पूरे वर्ल्ड में रोशन कर दिया है, बिजनेस में इतना आगे बढ़ गया है। और मैं मानता हूं कि आगे आने वाले 5 इयर्स में इंडिया में बहुत बड़ा नाम तांडला का रहेगा, वर्ल्ड में बहुत काम करके बिताएंगे। धन्यवाद सर।
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, go ahead. Aman, go ahead.
So, thank you. The next speaker shareholder is Ramesh Shankar Gola. Please proceed with the question. Sir,
Yes, sir.
please unmute your line and proceed with the question, sir.
Yeah, please speak out, sir. Please speak out. Yeah.
Sir, we are not able to hear you. Can you please unmute your line?
Yeah, meanwhile, can you add the next opponent? If...
Thank you. We'll move to our next speaker shareholder, that is from the line of Sharad Kohli. Please unmute your line and proceed with the question, Sharad.
Hi there.
Hi, Sharad.
I have 3 questions. One of them was partially answered. So based on the run rate for the first quarter, I think the free cash flow generation should be somewhere in the vicinity of 750 to 800 crores. And while it's not clear how much of that comes from overseas markets, overseas earnings, I had a question around, while you answer the question in terms of how the capital will be allocated, is there a restriction or is there some tax implications of bringing this cash over to India? Because the money that's sitting in the banks overseas is yielding close to zero, right? So is there a way to allocate this capital or invest this capital in high yielding assets, whether it's in India or some other geographies?
Okay, Sharad, to anyone on call, I think it's midnight for you in US. So basically, like, we have a huge cash sitting in Singapore books, right? So as you rightly said, it's yielding 0% interest rate. But definitely we're going to use this cash for 2 things. Going definitely whenever you come across any acquisition outside India, we should be able to use that cash for any bolt-on acquisitions. That's one possibility is there. The second possibility, as I mentioned in my speech, we are going to launch Wisely and the global market in Q4 of here, and definitely we need some money to for our expansion plans, to open the offices, to recruit people, and definitely we are going to use that money for our expansion plans. Third one is yes, we can bring back the money to a certain extent, in the sense like, you know, always announce dividend to the parent company, which has been announcing for the last 2 years. But yes, but we would like to use that cash for our expansion and bolt-on acquisitions going forward.
Okay, great. Next question I had, and this is partially answered, where you know, you answered the question about expansion to overseas markets. My question was, is this more a question of time in terms of TrueBlock and Wisely, in terms of having hands on ground, or do you foresee some regulatory issues, especially when it comes to TrueBlock, because at that level you come to data privacy, right? So if you go to a different country, do you see some kind of impediments from the local governments in terms of saying that it's an Indian company, not a local company, and, you know, they're going to be getting all the data from their local population? Do you foresee that as being an issue in terms of expanding?
Absolutely not, Sharad, but it's a good question. In fact, that's how we have kind of partnered with Microsoft, and that's how we end up developing the Wisely on cloud. Meaning to say that, like, you know, Microsoft is there to ensure that, like, you know, complied in each and every market that we expand. So we don't see any issue with the local regulators. It is fully taken care of by Microsoft or any other cloud partner. But when it comes to product per se, like, you know, so it's pretty flexible. Even for example, when we are integrating with the operators in the Middle East, both the operators in the Middle East, okay, we need to go through. We need to make a couple of changes to our the product that we launched in India. But we don't need to really change the entire product. Like, you know, probably we need 10 to 15% of the main product to comply with local regulations. Like, so to answer your question, absolutely we see no issues with the operating in any market outside India, and that's how we have end up developing on cloud.
Okay, and my last question, and this is a follow-up to what Deepak spoke earlier, and it has to do with wallet share. You know, I hate to use the word commoditized, but at the end of the day, it's a fact. Like, whether you look at you know, Karix or Root, you're basically buying packages. You know, I consider Root more of a reseller than anything else, but originally Karix was also buying packages from Tanla and then reselling it, adding their profit margin on top of that, right? So, you know, in terms of increasing, I know Deepak mentioned that you have 50% wallet share amongst most clients. So if you want to go from 50 to 60 or a higher number, like, what are you selling yourself on? Is it a suite of more services? Because from a cost perspective, I'm pretty sure that most guys are not going to kill themselves, you know, to gain share, right? It's a pretty oligopoly. I mean, there's like 4 players, like 4 or 5 major players now with the incoming of Sync and Twilio into the Indian markets. So how do you kind of increase your wallet share? I'm just curious. I'm not able to grapple with that part.
Yeah, Sharath, like, you know, the way you should look at is, like, you know, that's what Deepak and I have been trying to say, right? The way you look at is, while Tanla is a platform company, but the Karix is more of a solutions company. In other words, they are facing this, then we are facing on the supply side, they are facing on consumer side, right? Okay. So the Karix has been building the solutions for the large brands in India for the last 2 decades. So they're pretty agile in terms of bringing the solutions to the table. They're pretty agile in terms of quality services to the customers. So it's a win-win situation for both the companies. While we manage our platforms on the back end, they're pretty good at selling the solutions to the large enterprises. Like, so when we go to enterprises, like, that's what Deepak is trying to say. Like, you need to know domain knowledge. Okay. For example, Karix has been serving ICICI Bank for the last 19 years, right? If my memory is right, the Karix has been serving HDFC for more than 13 years, like, okay, right? So the domain knowledge and agility and the ability to build solutions on our platforms. For example, TrueBlock is the one which takes care of the platform side, regulatory side, but Karix really understand the TrueBlock because we now partnered since we work very Karix. They're quick to implement the solutions to the Karix customers. When we went live with the TrueBlock, Karix, all Karix customers are the first one to come on any DLT platform, including DLT, local regulations like. So that's where it's going to be win-win situation for both the companies, Karix and Tanla.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Sharath.
Thank you. Our next speaker shareholder is Deepak Chokhani. Please proceed with the question, Deepak.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Uday and Tanla team. Thank you for this opportunity. I have two questions. First is basically on the international expansion plan. So what I get is it will be launched somewhere in Q4. And then I want to know what kind of global tie-ups are being planned and which all countries Tanla will be focusing on. Will we be competing with the Twillos and Cinch of the world? So just a broad brush as to what's the thinking, what's the plan?
Yeah, Deepak, as I mentioned in my speech, we are working very closely with one of the largest consulting firm in the world to sign off the GTM for Wisely. I think we are going to sign off by end of November. They have already started working on GTM, and we should be able to sign up the GTM by end of November. And if everything goes right, we would like to implement. The reason why we are working with a very large consulting firm is SaaS pricing is very little different from the global market. Okay, Wisely being a very SaaS CPaaS product like, the pricing is the one which can really make or break any SaaS product line. Okay, we don't want to go wrong with the global market, with the global customers. So this being, unfortunately, I cannot really name this consulting firm, but they're working on it. So once the GTM plan is ready, we should be able to launch in Q4. And our first market is going to be Middle East. And after that, it's pretty easy to launch because it's going to be in the cloud. We don't need to have our resources, our team sitting in each and every possible country. We are identifying important markets. But once we see track the countries outside India, it's pretty easy to expand. So it can scale up so quickly because it is a cloud product. And for us to launch in any country, it shouldn't take more than 10 to 15 days. It's being a cloud product. So first, our target is to ensure that we launch in Q4 in Middle East, and once we see the traction, and we would like to quickly take this product to different markets.
Okay. All the best, Uday. Thank you so much for that. My second question has been already asked by Gautam, which was regarding our benchmark valuation. Of course, the stock last year did very well, but then I guess there's very little knowledge about our company in the broking community and the investing community. So just the only advice that we should increase our activity around that, and also on the research side, and I'm sure somewhere market will understand that thereafter.
Yes, Deepak. I'm pretty clear in terms of in fact, we have the fantastic customers, fantastic board. I mean, everything is good, right? So we always strive for the best. Okay, and if you look at our investors, you look at the Capital, Vanguard, MIT, and the SBI. We'd like to associate with the long-term investors. So we are working towards that, and as you rightly said, aggressively engaged with the long-term investors, and I think let's hope for best. So I cannot really say anything beyond that now.
Perfect, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Abraham George, please go to the question.
Yes. Yes. Firstly, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak at the Tanla conference, AGM. My name is Abraham George, and I'm based in Australia, but currently in India. I'm in the process of setting up a India-focused fund, mainly for foreigners and NRIs. And Tanla will be one of the main scripts that I will be holding. My question is just two generic small questions. So in the last meeting, the MD talked in length about the rule of 60 as a guidance. For how many years can we expect this outlook?
Mr. Brown, first thank you for coming on call, and I have seen your video on YouTube. And we are pretty excited about a company like any other shareholder on the call. Thank you for that video. And secondly, in terms of the Rule 40, we are very cautious. When I made that statement a couple of months ago. Our target is to beat Rule of 40. We are very cautious about it and conscious about it. Though I cannot really make any forward-looking statements, we are beating the Rule of 40, and the momentum will continue. So I will leave it there now.
Okay. My second question is, what keeps the Tanla senior management awake at night?
Good question. So we are pretty obsessed with customer success. Pretty obsessed, right? In fact, if I'm allowed to say, of course, this is AGM, I should make this statement. For the last 6 days, we are clocking 1 billion transactions continuously on our TrueBlock, right? Our teams really work day and night to comply with local regulations. And when other platforms are struggling in India, I think we are beating our own numbers every day. And we are pretty customer obsessed. That's the reason, Karix has been holding the customer for nearly 2 decades, right? So that if we have to talk about, we always live, breathe, eat only customer success. Okay, while the products are on the back end. Okay, when the customers are happy, we are happy. So that's one single mantra which will really wake up all the entire team. Deepak, you want to add anything here?
No, you said it today, and this is this is what it is. As Uday said, we always in terms of handling our customers, servicing our customers, we're always ahead of our competition. Okay, that's why our customers like us so much, and that's why we are able to hold on to our customers for such a long time. And that's what it is.
Mr. Ibrahim, let me make one. Okay, for example, TRAI, they asked the Indian telecom regulators to go live on consent management a month ago, right? So though they have not given any deadline as yet, probably they're going to come out with a deadline to go online, to go live with the management as a product on TrueBlock. For example, 90% of the consents which are uploaded onto the DLT platform are handled by TrueBlock and Karix team. Okay, so it speaks volumes about our commitment to our customers. 90% that we uploaded as we speak are from the Karix customers, and it's uploaded onto the TrueBlock.
Thank you very much, and we are very proud to be partner with Tanla.
Thank you, Mr. Abu. Thank you.
Thank you. We take our next speaker shareholder, that is from the line of Anil Sarin. Please proceed with the question, Anil.
Members of the board and senior management, thank you for this opportunity to speak with you this evening. I guess congratulations are in order. I would like to highlight 2 aspects of our business. First being that we make, some paisa per transaction. So for a business that earns in paisa to add up to more than 2,300 crores in a year, that speaks volumes about operations at scale. I'm not aware of too many companies which earn in paisas and who who deliver, more than $300 billion. So congratulations on that. Second is the pace itself, with a Trubloq coming out ahead of the global MNCs and launching in India in such a short space of time. I think that is commendable. And before we could even digest that news, to come out with Wisely in combination with Soft, so that was again. So it is just pace and scale, which makes me proud to be a shareholder. And nothing more needs to be done. If you are scaling and if you are moving at this pace, I think the world is your oyster. So I just had a couple small questions, very, very basic questions. Global leaders whom have been named in the meeting this evening, like Twilio, and they have recently opened up, offices in India. Acquired. So my first question is that impact your progress, your market. That was part one. Second is that yours is a unique business where you have a aggregator also, and you are a platform company also. So how does this combination position you differently in terms of holding on to market share, growing market share, etc.? So these are the two questions that I had.
Okay. Anil, thank you. First question is, as you rightly said, in fact, we work with most of the Karix competitors. So most of the Karix competitors use Tanla platforms for more than 1 decade. So I see no change even after the Karix acquisition. So all I'm trying to say, Anil, is sometimes we compete, some other time we collaborate. That's how the beauty of Tanla. Okay, we know how to work with our competitors. We know how to work with we know how to collaborate with them. Okay, so we work with each and every player. We work with each and every stakeholder in the space, right from mobile carriers to enterprises, regulators, and aggregators, right? So that's the beauty of Tanla. Okay, I think we are the only one who always work with Karix is competing head-on with Karix being the very, very large aggregator, and they take head-on with their competitors. But while Tanla is working with their competitors, so we Chinese wall, and we have been managing that very well for last ever since we acquired Karix. That's number one, right? Number two is sometimes probably they have no option but to work with us, in the sense, like, for example, it is deployed with a mobile carrier, and if the aggregators have to integrate with the mobile carrier, they have no option but to integrate with one of the DLT platforms. And we being the market leader and we being much ahead of the curve, they tend to integrate with the Trubloq. So if they want quality of services, they have to integrate with our platforms. So that's how we're managing, Anil.
Okay, no, thanks for the opportunity, and wish you a great year ahead.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker shareholder is Bhavin Savla. Please proceed with the question.
Good evening, Uday. Congratulations to you and your team. I have 3 different questions. One was, why is our effective tax rate at 19.3 versus the statutory tax rate at 25.17? What is the benefit that the company is availing to reduce the tax rate? Under which section of income tax that benefit is available? The second one will be, you have made a provision of reversal of 39.71 crores for Karix. Same was reversed in the current year, and it was provided in the last year. So what did it make to change in a year? And the final one is, like, Singapore has made a profit of 109 crores versus a loss of 5 crores. Tanla Singapore. So what changed, and is the profit sustainable in future?
Sure. Thanks, Bhavan. Uday, if it's okay, let me take that.
Yeah, please, yeah.
So I will see. point you need to understand is that while our business is largely directed towards India, we have a large international long distance business where the transaction actually originates outside India. So we do have an overseas and dollar billing, which contributes a substantial portion in overseas geographies, where the tax rates are not 25.3 or whatever, right? So to that extent, you will see a mix of profit where close to 25% of our profits come outside India, and geographies where the tax rates are maybe 17% or so, right? And then there are transactions which have an impact on top of that. So we are not really availing any discount or any provisions under the income tax as an incentive at this stage. We do have an SEZ which we have done as part of Wisely, and as we roll out Wisely globally, that is something that we will look at. But right now it's more a mix of profit, Bhavin, than anything else. From the second question perspective, you are absolutely right. See, I think we have to appreciate the world, right? Today, sitting where we are, this may be an easy question, but you will have to look at this decision taken in beginning of last year when we had an unprecedented pandemic. And across the board, if you look at regulators, if you look at auditors, they were told to see, how do you reflect the risk of the pandemic is adequately captured in the financials, right? And this was very, very important at that time because nobody had seen this kind of an unprecedented lockdown at that time, right? And everybody was nervous in terms of what would happen to business. And typically, if you find globally across companies, you'd see two trends that happen in financial closing of last year: higher impairments and higher provisions for debts. Because there was a concern across the globe that the financials should reflect the underlying sentiment of an unprecedented pandemic. And therefore, there was a provision made because we all saw the impact we could not fully assess, right? But the good news, as you may have seen from our financials, is that we had a stellar year last year. Uday talked about it, some of the shareholders acknowledged it. I'm sure you have seen the annual report, you have seen the parameters. You've kind of seen, one of the silver lining in some ways that our business did outstandingly well last year, right? Now, when you kind of reassess, you realize that maybe, the impact or the assessment that we made was wrong, and therefore we had returned that back, right? So it is not a normal thing. It would not have happened in a normal year, but it is an unprecedented situation, and therefore it has happened. The third question is again linked to in some ways to the first question. In terms of pandemic, we did see a big pickup in ILD business, international long distance business, and that growth propelled the kind of movement as far as the entity is concerned that you talked about, which is Tanla Singapore, right? So we've seen a growth of close to, it's not just that profit has grown, the revenues have grown up by about 75% or so, right? We've seen gross margins go up. So we've kind of delivered a lot of scale in that entity, Bhavin, and that has contributed to the increased profitability and increased cash flow generation. The business is sustainable. I don't think we are seeing a situation where ILD is a blip. We have a large market share. We are continuing to be focused on that. So that's the background in terms of the significant shift in terms of what has happened in TMAP.
Great, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Our next speaker shareholder is Mr. Bharat Raj Kankanala. Please proceed with the question.
Yeah, very good afternoon, very good evening, Mr. Chairman, entire board of directors, and Ms. Anuradha Chaya, company secretary. Sir, first of all, there is no words to saying about you, sir. Since regularly I'm attending the AGM of our company, the leadership qualities and the way you perform our company into the next level, I'm very proud of you, sir. First of all, I congratulate the entire board and the management for wonderful performance and making that right track and bringing to the profit-making company, sir. Sir, 350 crores profit making is not a big issue. This is not a big, sir. It is a small beginning for us, sir. Because if it's since past 25 years is different, from here, my company is different, sir. Because eagle always fly eagle, sir. My chairman is an eagle, sir. He always think high, he always think big, he never leaves, sir. because every AGM I have spoken, I appreciate you, I always encourage you, sir. First of all, again, I thank the board and my chairman for giving the dividends, sir. We are in the dividend track, sir, 200% dividend. A wonderful, sir. Sir, this is not the beginning, sir. It will continue. I know, sir. Sir, you have become more responsible. Why no, sir? I am not bothered about my revenue. I am not bothered about what you are doing. I am bothered about my share price. Now you have become more responsible because now it is the share price 800 to 1000 rupees. You should not come to again 50 rupees, 30 rupees, because now the bread and butter, every blood is under your hands, sir. But I strongly believe your leadership, sir, and the board. Yes, my price is not 1000 rupees. It go 2000. Next it will go to 5000, sir. My request to the chairman, sir, can we get a bonus? Because 25 years there is no bonus, sir. Can we make a liberal bonus? Or a 1:1 bonus, or I'll be more happy if you got 2 shares, 1 share for 2 shares. I'll be more happy if my chairman gives that, sir. But please consider, sir, it will be more liquid, sir, and more value will be there in the market, sir, and the appreciation of the share will continue, sir. Sir, regarding our business, sir, any future plans to cloud business, sir? Because in previous AGM also I requested, because now we are in the messages, what is the feature, sir? Because in coming days we cannot expect the revenue from these messages are either alternate revenue and alternate diversified business I am expecting, sir. Sir, what is your next step, sir? What is your next step? Can you please explain, sir? Again, sir, there is no issue, sir. I always support all the resolutions, sir. Mr. Chairman, and the fund pledge of the AGM is wonderful, wisely, yes, sir. My chairman is a wise man. When we make a relation with wise men, we always be a wise people. So I thank my chairman for a wonderful secretarial team for doing designed a wonderful AGM front page. And thank you, Chava madam. I thank our finance department, Mr. Rajesh also. Rajesh also a wonderful person, and they're all 24 hours accessible, sir. Once again, I thank my chairman, sir. Sir, be strong. We are always with you. I believe your leadership, sir. And I wish that what I requested, bonus or another interim dividend, we definitely receive from you, sir. And once again, all the best in coming year, sir. We always support you. Be safe, be healthy, sir. In this pandemic, sir, any death calamities happen in our company, sir, or any salary cut for employees? My employees have been 100% vaccinated. That is my question, sir. That's also from my side. Once again, Mr. Chairman and entire board of directors, be happy, be healthy, safe, sir. I am Bharatras calling from Hyderabad, sir. Once again, thank you, Anuradha madam, for your beautiful chorus AGM arrangements. Thank you very much.
Mr. Bharat, sir, thank you for your nice. Couple 3 things, right? One is we did not. We have in fact we have recruited more than 250 employees in the last 1 year, as opposed to let go anybody. So that's not our intent. We are here to build the company here. Now that's number 1. Number 2, as you know, we are the first CPaaS company to implement blockchain as a technology, and we are always ahead of the curve. We are not here to follow the curve, but we are much ahead of the curve in terms of implementing new technologies. And the third one is in terms of the bonus. We will definitely we will discuss at the right time in the board. We keep discussing about various issues, but we have a fantastic board and the auditors. So we will definitely discuss at the right time and take the right decision.
Thank you. Our next speaker shareholder is Ramesh Shankar Gola. Please proceed with the question. Sir, you're not audible, sir.
Not audible?
Yeah, now you are. Please be close to the speaker phone. Thank you.
Uday Kumar garu, good evening. మిమ్మల్ని చాలా ఫిజికల్ మీటింగ్స్ లో కలిసాను, బట్ మీరు ఎన్నిసార్లు అడిగాము, సార్ మన కంపెనీ ఎలా ఉంటుంది, ఎప్పుడు పైకి వస్తుంది అని అంటే మీరు ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఇండియా వైజ్ కాదు సార్, వరల్డ్ వైజ్ చేసి చూపించారు సార్. కంపెనీ ఎంత ప్రగతి బాటలో తీసుకొచ్చారు అంటే చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉంది సార్ మాకు. ఎందుకంటే సార్ ఇన్ని ఏళ్ల నుంచి చాలా మంది పెట్టుకున్న వాళ్ళు తక్కువ గట్టు ఇది ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది అని 2-3 years క్రితం చాలా మంది సెల్ చేసుకున్న వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో మీతో పాటు మీరు కూడా వాళ్ళని కూడా తీసుకెళ్లారు సార్. దానికి చాలా థ్యాంక్స్ సార్. సార్ నాకు క్వశ్చన్ సార్, ఇప్పుడు
ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఈవెన్ ఫారిన్ నుంచి ఎంత ఎర్నింగ్స్ అనేది ప్రజెంట్ ఉంది, కమింగ్ ఇయర్స్ లో ఎంత ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్ ఉంటుంది సార్ ఫారిన్ ఎక్స్చేంజ్ ఎర్నింగ్స్?
సో రమేష్ గారు నమస్తే. సో నాకు గుర్తుంది ఐ థింక్ ఏజిఎం అటెండ్ అవుతున్నట్టున్నారు. డెఫినెట్ గా ఐ థింక్ నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ గ్యారంటీ ఫిజికల్ అటెండ్ అవ్వచ్చు మనం అనుకుంటున్నాము. ఒకటి అంటే మీరు 2 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇస్తారు. ఒకటి ఏంటంటే మీరు రమేష్ గారు లాస్ట్ టైం కూడా చెప్పినట్టు మీకు ఫార్వర్డ్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఎప్పుడు చేయట్లేదు. అంటే మనకి నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ ఎంత రెవెన్యూస్ ఉంటాయి, నెక్స్ట్ క్వార్టర్ ఎంత రెవెన్యూస్ ఉంటాయి అనేది ఫార్వర్డ్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఎక్కడ ఇవ్వట్లేదు మనం. ఓకే, సో అది ఒకటి నెంబర్ 1. నెంబర్ 2, ఇప్పుడు ఇంటర్నేషనల్ రెవెన్యూస్ అంటే డాలర్ రెవెన్యూస్ నా దగ్గర ఎగ్జాక్ట్ నెంబర్ లేదు కానీ డెఫినెట్ గా 40% ఆఫ్ అవర్ రెవెన్యూస్, కరెంట్ రెవెన్యూస్ డాలర్ రెవెన్యూస్. ఓకే, లాస్ట్ 17-18 మంత్స్ నుంచి కన్సిస్టెంట్ గా అరౌండ్ 40% మటుకు డాలర్ రెవెన్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి. సో మనం కానీ గ్లోబల్ ఎక్స్పాన్షన్ అయితే మటుకు గ్యారంటీగా పెరుగుతాయి, పెరగాలి.
ఓకే సార్, దట్టు సార్ దీని వెనక మీది కృషి ఎంతో ఉంది సార్. మీరు హార్డ్ వర్క్ చేస్తూ చాలా కంపెనీ ప్రగతి పదం తీసుకొచ్చి దాన్ని ఇంకా పైకి తీసుకెళ్తా ఉన్నారు. చాలా గ్రేట్ఫుల్ టు యూ సార్. దట్ ప్రజెంట్ వచ్చేసి బోనస్ ఈ మనకి 25 years ఏజిఎం జరుపుకుంటున్నాం సార్. మీరు దీనిలోనే డెసిషన్ తీసుకుంటే చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉంటుంది సార్. దట్ ఏంటి సార్, మనకి ఎన్నో కంపెనీస్ బోనస్ అనేది వాళ్ళకి వచ్చిన ప్రాఫిట్స్ లోంచి తీసిస్తా ఉంది. ఇది కూడా అలాగే మీరు చూసి కన్సిడర్ చేస్తే చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఫీల్ అవుతాం సార్. రేపటి పేపర్ లో 1:1 బోనస్ ఇష్యూ గివింగ్ టు షేర్ హోల్డర్స్ అని పత్రికలో ప్రకటన వస్తుందని ఆలోచిస్తున్నాను సార్.
మంచిది రమేష్ గారు, మీకు ఒక విషయం చెప్తాను. నేను కనపడేది నేను ఒక్కడనే, కానీ నా దగ్గర ఆల్మోస్ట్ టీమ్ మెంబర్స్ మంది అయితే ఆల్మోస్ట్ 20 years ఉంటున్నారు నా దగ్గర ఈ టాన్లలో. కనపడేది నేను, అనురాధ లేకపోతే ఒకళ్ళిద్దరం ఉంటాం, కానీ మా దగ్గర చాలా బాగా కృషి చేసేవాళ్ళు చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు. సో నాకు క్రెడిట్ నా ఒక్కడికే రావటం మంచిది కాదు, అందరికి ద ఎంటైర్ క్రెడిట్ గోస్ టు ఎంటైర్ టీమ్. సో అది రెండో పాయింట్ అంటే నేను ఆన్సర్ చేశాను, రైట్ టైమ్ లో డిస్కస్ చేసి డైట్ డెసిషన్ తీసుకుంటా గ్యారంటీ విచ్ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ టు హెల్ప్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ us. సరేనా రమేష్ గారు?
ఇంకొక చిన్న సెక్రటేరియల్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ అనురాధ గారు ఇచ్చే సర్వీస్ ఫ్యాంటాస్టిక్, సూపర్ సార్. ఎనలేని చాలా కష్టపడుతున్నారు మేడం గారు కూడా. చెప్పాలి అంటే బయటకి అతను చూస్తారు సార్ మేడం గారు. నేను కూడా చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఫీల్ అవుతాం సార్. ఎప్పుడన్నా మాట్లాడి ఏదైనా కానీ ఫీలింగ్ అనేది ఫీలింగ్ చూపెట్టరు. హ్యాపీ అండి. సెక్రటేరియల్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళకి ధన్యవాదాలు. దట్టు మీ వెనకాల ఉండి మీకు సలహా ఇస్తున్న బోర్డు లో ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి కూడా ధన్యవాదాలు. గుడ్ డే సార్.
ఓకే,
కమింగ్ ఫెస్టివల్స్ దసరా అండ్ దివాళీకి మీ అందరికి, మీ స్టాఫ్ మొత్తం టోటల్ టాటా టీం అందరికి శుభాకాంక్షలు సార్. అడ్వాన్స్
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ Ramesh garu. So let me translate for Ramesh garu, like Deepak and Arvind and the entire board members. He is praising Anuradha, not Anuradha, for her services. Thank you Ramesh garu. Thank you for coming on call. Anuradha, go ahead now. I think we have concluded all the questions.
That was our last.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes, sir. That was our last speaker shareholder. I now hand over to Ritu Mehta.
Yes. Ritu, go ahead.
Thank you everyone. That was the last question for today. In case we could not take your questions due to time constraint, please feel free to reach to our investor relation team. I will now hand it over to Anuradha to initiate proceedings.
Thank you, Ritu. We now move to the AGM agenda. In compliance with the MCA and SEBI circulars, the annual report containing the notice of the AGM, audited standalone and consolidated financial statements for the year ended 31st March 2021, along with director's report on auditor's report, was emailed, only through electronic mode to the eligible members whose email addresses are registered either with the company or the depositories. Now, with the permission of the shareholders, I take the board report, auditor's report and the secretarial report. I would also like to inform that neither the statutory auditor nor the secretarial auditor have any adverse remarks made in this report. We now move on to the 4 agenda items in the AGM notice requiring approval of the shareholders. 3 items of ordinary business that are to consider and adopt audited standalone and consolidated financial statements of the company for the financial year ended March 31st, 2021, together with the reports of the Board of Directors and the auditors thereon. The second agenda item being to declare final dividend of ₹1 per equity share of face value ₹1 each holders for the financial year ended on March 31st, 2021. Third item being to appoint a director in place of Mr. Sanjay Kapoor, who retires by rotation and being eligible seeks reappointment. One item of special business is to approve the remuneration payable to Mr. Sanjay Kapoor, non-executive director, through his consulting firm. This is to inform the shareholders that the e-voting facility will be available for 15 minutes after the closure of this meeting. Request all the shareholders to kindly cast their vote. The results of the e-voting shall be communicated within 48 hours after completion of the AGM to the stock exchanges and will also be placed on the website of our company. With this, I thank all the attendees for their participation in the AGM today. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.
Dear members, as instructed by the scrutinizers, we request all the members participating in the AGM and who have not yet cast their vote to do so in the remaining period of 5 minutes. Thank you. Dear members, as advised by the scrutinizers, the time for e-voting has elapsed, and they are of the view that all members who are participating in the annual general meeting have been given adequate time and opportunity to vote at the AGM. This concludes the proceedings of the AGM. Thank you all for participating in the AGM and e-voting.